everyone. So welcome to Intro to Special Education. So my name is Misty Hayes, and I'm making this video just to kind of give you introduction, kind of let you see what I sound like and look like. I know a lot of times these web courses can be a little impersonal. So my goal is each week I'm going to be posting a video to kind of give you an update of what's expected for the week to come, and also be able to kind of go over any questions that we may have that has been posted in the class or questions that have been emailed to me, just to kind of give us some clarification. So if you have not already read the syllabus, that's the first thing that I want you to do. So I already went ahead and opened the class a few days early, so you should be able to see kind of the welcome message that I have here for you. So there are some things that you're going to be required to do, especially because I will be reporting attendance to the college. So if you look here on the welcome message, the first thing I want you to do, of course, is to read the course syllabus and to acknowledge that you have actually read it, and you can email me any questions that you might have. You're also going to email me, and then you're going to do an introduction. So you're going to introduce yourself on the discussion board, and this right here, the introduce yourself on the discussion board, is actually counting as your first day attendance activity. So I'd like you to complete that today by 5 o'clock. I also would like you to take the pretest. So this pretest, it's not really going to hurt your grade average at all. So what this allows me to see is your background knowledge, or if you have any knowledge or experience with special education. So I put that this is an asynchronous class, meaning that this is web. We do not meet, it's 100% online. However, there are due dates. So if you'll look to the right on the course homepage, this is what we call the calendar. I go ahead and post the due dates, but I also have a course schedule that I will show you, that I would recommend that you print out, download it, save it, so you will have it, so you'll know when things are due. As always, I tell the students, if you have any questions, please be sure to reach out. I am available to meet with students in person, over Teams. I also have included my office number here for you as well. So you definitely can get a hold of me. We can keep in contact should you have any questions or issues. Also, as you see here, there is a textbook for this course. So just make sure that you get this textbook. I usually allow students at least a week to get it. I would not go past a week. I know some people are going to order it online. I would try to get the best deal. They also have it available at the Water State Bookstore. Just don't wait too long, because I do not want you to get behind on reading. So there is a simple syllabus link, and there's also one in the content to get you to the syllabus. So to get to the content, you will use, to access different things and to be able to utilize all the assessments and quizzes and online discussions, you're going to be using these tabs at the top, okay? So we're on the course homepage. So once you get into our class and you choose, always make sure you're looking at this course homepage, because this is what I call news items. I will post those videos, those weekly updates, as I told you. You can also always refer back to this, so you can kind of make sure you have my phone number as well. So to get to the content itself, you will click on Course Information tab, and then you will click on Content. So as you see here, besides emailing me, doing an introduction on the discussion board, also you have to go through this module 1, getting started. So this is something I expect you to look at. So this first week, we're not jumping straight into the content. This is allowing you to kind of familiarize yourself with the course, kind of the overview, your outcomes, those sorts of things, the syllabus, our schedule, etc. Okay, so there's a lot of resources on here for you. I want you to go through each section of the Getting One Started module. Next week, we are going to start module 2, okay, where we get into the actual content. So going back to this week, what you're going to do is, of course, like I mentioned, you're going to look at the syllabus. Okay, so once you read through it, you will need to read it and then click the acknowledge button when you're finished. You can email me any questions that you may have. Okay, so if you need assistance with a simple syllabus, I went ahead and put a video there to help you with that. Okay, we have the course introduction overview of what this course is about. Okay, it explains how the course works, how each module is broken up, the major assignments, and also that you have a service learning. So just make sure that you go through that. So as you'll see, you could always go back to the content by hitting course information content, and it'll always take you back to the table of contents. As you start clicking through, you can go ahead, as you click through each module, there is arrows on the right that take you to the next page, or you can go back a page with the arrow on the left. So you could utilize this to go through each section, which is what I suggest. There is a course map. I suggest you look at this. It will open in a new window. This allows you to kind of get an idea of what is expected of you, how everything is aligned, your learning opportunities, how you're going to be assessed, and how they're related to our student learning outcomes. Okay, there's instructor information, introducing myself. There's also our schedule. So this is the one that I said I wanted you to refer to. So download it, save it, print it out, just so you can keep up with our timelines. It's very important for you to keep up with timelines because we have a lot of things required in this course. Besides weekly assignments, you have 2 major assignments as well as service learning. And there's a lot of paperwork that goes along with this. So it's important for you to be able to get these things turned in on time. So I'm not going to go through all of this because this is something that I want you to do. But as you'll look down the module 1, it has Office of Diversity, Technology Requirements, Netiquette. It talks about the introduction discussion board. There's a link there. Your responsibilities when you're taking an online class. I talk more about how you're going to be assessed. I talk about quizzes. Here's information on the service learning. And then there's also other student resources available for you that go along with our content. So, like I said, the main things you're going to be doing this week, number 1, you're going to look at the syllabus and click and acknowledge that you read it. Email me if you have any questions that you actually understand the syllabi. The second thing you're going to do is introduce yourself on the discussion board. To get there, you can click on this link. There's also a link on the course homepage where we had our welcome message, or you can also get to discussions by clicking on communications and then click on discussions. Okay, so when you scroll down, you're going to see introduce yourself. After introduce yourself, you're going to also do the pre-test. So there is a button where you can click the link to get to the pre-test. Okay. Or, and mine is going to look a little different than yours because this is the instructor view. Or you can click assessments and you'll hit quizzes and then you will click on pre-test. Okay, so once it begins, your time will start. It is a time test, but like I said, this is just to give me an idea of your knowledge and your background and experience with special ed. So that's what you're going to do this week. Email me any questions you have. On the course homepage, I did want to draw your attention to something. At the bottom of the message, I told you, I said I'm looking forward to working with you, but I also said that, you know, if you have any questions, there's multiple ways to get a hold of me. My phone number is there. We can set meetings up in Teams. You can come to my office in person. So there's lots of ways that we can actually meet and get to know each other. But the first thing I wanted to also, or the last thing, excuse me, I wanted to tell you is to please be sure to do your first day attendance activity, which is your discussion board. Okay, it's very important, and also that you read the syllabus. I will be turning in attendance. So how attendance works in an online class is that you will complete these assignments each week. I can actually go in and see when you're on eLearn in this course, how much time you spent on each assignment. So that gives me an idea of how you're participating in this course. That allows me to turn in attendance to college. Now, attendance is connected to financial aid, and it can impact your financial aid if you are to miss a lot of classes. So just be sure that, you know, every week you're logging on, you're doing the assignments, that's counting as your attendance. If you have, that's pretty much it. So if you have any questions, you know, please feel free to email me. My information's on there. To email anyone or me, myself, you can click on the little email message. Okay, that will get you to email. Another way is to hit course tools, hit class list, and you will see here everyone in our course will pop up. Okay, so to find me, I'm the only one that says instructor. Okay, so you'll click on it and you'll send me an email, and you can email the whole class if you have a question, or you can email other students. Another thing I wanted to just point out is that if you ever have a questions, if you don't want to email me, it's called questions about the course. This is just something that you could utilize. I do check this once a day. If you have a question, hit start new thread, and you'll put the subject and ask your question, and then I will be able to respond. Don't be afraid to use this. Don't be afraid to email me. Other students might actually have questions pertaining to the same thing, so you may be helping others out. So, all right, well, that's it for this week. I look forward to working on Module 2 and starting the actual content next week. Please do not forget to get your textbook. All right, guys, until next time, take care.